What's going on, everybody? Please, before we continue, do me a favor, hit that bell, subscribe, and like this video. And without further ado, this is going to be my recap for the Smack Volume 6 card that just premiered yesterday. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first battle was Danny Myers versus Ill Will. Danny Myers starts off. He has a solid first round. Ill comes right back with a very strong first round. I gave Ill Will that first round. Danny Myers comes in with his second round. He kind of left Earth on the second. He was going kind of crazy. Then Ill Will goes. His second was choppy. I don't know if he was stumbling or what was going on with him. And then Danny goes in the third. Danny's third is crazy to me. And then Ill Will go. Ill Will had a good third, but I'm kind of the kind of person where I get tired of like angles being overused. Even though he was doing really good with the angle, he didn't out-rap Danny that third. So I kind of edged the third to Danny. I just chose the bars over the angle. Like, I kind of heard this angle already several times about him having a lot of kids and his wife, you know, being addicted, and, you know, him being like a damn, just like a gateway person in the community and not getting like the respect he deserves and the place he deserves. I kind of like, it's like a repetitive angle now. So I gave Danny that battle 2-1. I gave him the second and third. The next battle, I believe, was Arsenal versus Jerry West. Arsenal kind of just, he got back into that same pocket he was in versus Official, and he kind of steamrolled over Jerry West. Now, Jerry West was fire. Or Jerry West definitely had bars. Every round was dope, but he just couldn't keep up with Arsenal. Arsenal might have the cheat code to this thing, because so far in this setting, it's like it don't matter what the other person throw at him. If he stays in this pocket, this is a really good pocket for this setting for him. This like rapid fire, just rapping back to back. It's the same thing he did to Official, and you see how that went. And this is the same type of situation. Jerry West did better than Official, but he still got 30. I think after that, it was Bdot versus Chilli Jones. This was a really good battle to me. It started off with Chilli in his first. He starts out kind of slow and then kind of picks the pace up like more towards the middle. You know, Chilli got the bars and the schemes and everything like that. But then Bdot comes in and he kind of clearly beats that first. He like overkill beat his first. Like, it was kind of crazy. So I was like, yo, if this keeps up, like, Bdot's gonna get this battle clear. Only thing I didn't like about the first is him bringing in new nails. I thought that was just like overkill. It was just not needed. He had already won to me. The second, Chilli kind of just loses his mind in the second. Like, his bars and schemes get real crazy in his second. It gets really crazy. Like, it gets like really intense. Like, that man, that's a rapper. Like, Chilli can rap his ass off. And then Bdot, he goes in his second. His second's kind of choppy. He's struggling to get through his second. So Chilli like kind of clearly gets the second. And then the third, Chilli is like just as crazy as he was in the second. And this time he has a really good angle. his angles was just hitting in this second. Like every angle that he was on, I was like really focused. The way he was delivering it and the bars and like he had with it. And then Bdot goes, and he's still carrying on some of that choppiness from the second round. He still had a really good third round. He usually always has a really good third round, but Chilli's third was too lethal, and on top of that, he was kind of stumbling and fumbling and messing up a little bit. So after that, I think it's so we did Bdot and Chilla, we did Arsenal, Jerry West, we did Danny and Ill Will. Who was number 4? Was it Pat Stay and K-Shine? I think it was Pat Stay and K-Shine was the 4th battle. This battle sucked, man. This battle was whack. This battle looked like a case of 2 people that don't have anything to say to each other. That's what it looked like. Pat Stay came up there looking like a damn... Oh, and like worst dresses of the night had to be Pat Stay and Chilla Jones. Chilla came out looking like he was in some type of whack ass bootleg Resident Evil video game or something. And Pat Stay came up there looking like some new candy wrapper, like literally. And then I don't know if Pat Stay, because it just looked like this whole no crowd thing is not good for him. Like he was just throwing out too many jokes. He was stumbling. Like I said, it seemed like he didn't have nothing to say to K-Shine. Like the foundation of what he was centering his bars around, that's the crazy thing too, because he can really rap and he can freestyle, but like the foundation of what he was centering his bars around just wasn't it. Like he kept talking about K-Shine's height and his, Napoleon complex and, calling him, the way he looked. And it was just like, you couldn't possibly have thought that this was going to be enough. Like, he's just making too many jokes, and it's just like, he got 30, but it wasn't like K-Shine was like super crazy either. It's like I said, it seemed like he didn't have shit to say either. You keep going like the whole calling him a cracker and saying that, trying to mock him and all this other stuff. His material is a little bit more put together, a little bit more potent, and it was way cleaner. So K-Shine got that 30 again, but that was nothing to be like proud of. That was the worst battle on the card. Then you got Gichi versus Goods. This is the epitome of a preference battle. Like, these two they are people that they just stay in their lane all the time. The only thing I would say, which I feel like Gichi has a disadvantage of, especially with someone like me, is like, I'm just tired. Like, I think he's just oversaturating himself at this point. He's been on every card. Like, every time you hear about a battle card, Gichi is on it. And it's not like he transforms his style so much to like keep it fresh. It's like, what you're gonna get with him. I just think, I don't know. He was good this battle. He was doing really good. I gave him the first because Goods was kind of slow in the first, like as far as heating up wise. I gave Goods the second and the third. But like I said, it's just because of like preference for what my ears were in the mood to hear. Goods was more aligned with that. And like I said, I've been seeing Gichi over and over and over and over again. I feel like it's really at the point where it's starting to hurt him. In my eyes, I just feel like I can't be the only one thinking that. Like, he's good. Like, he has everything a battle rapper needs. I can't like downplay his talent at all. I'm just tired of seeing him. It's just a natural feeling. Like now, it's like okay, here Gichi going. It's just a few. He's not the only one. Like Rum Nitty, I'm glad he wasn't there. And there's a few other ones that's like y'all oversaturate yourselves, and it's no element of surprise. It's no like unless you're gonna revamp every single time and like turn all the way up and give us something crazy every single time, then it would. But that's not to throw shade at the battle. Battle it was actually really good. It might have been battle of the night. But preference wise, I gave that to Goods. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Pat Stay, K Shine, Gichi, and Goods, Bdot and Chilli, Arsenal and Jerry West, Ill Will and Danny Myers, Easy to Block Captain and the T-Top that got canceled. Oh, I guess that was it. I always do that every video. Every single battle rap video, I do that. But yeah, that's my recap. Make sure you like this video and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Holla at me in the comments. I like to read y'all comments. Tell me if you agree, disagree, whatever have you. And I'm out.